Few American families in the 20th century earned as much attention on the global stage as the Kennedys, nor have many suffered as many tragedies in the public eye. The killings of President John F. Kennedy and Robert Kennedy, who were shot and murdered on November 22, 1963, and June 5, 1968, respectively, are the two most notorious assassinations. John F. Kennedy and his wife, Jackie, had a total of 4 children, only 2 of whom made it to adulthood. Their first daughter, Arabella, was stillborn in 1956, while their premature son Patrick, who was born in 1963, just before his father became president, passed away less than 2 days after his birth. Another son, John F. Kennedy Jr., along with his wife and sister-in-law, died in an aircraft disaster in 1999. 2 of Robert's children also died in tragic circumstances. Michael Kennedy, in a skiing accident in Colorado in 1997, aged 39, and David Kennedy of a drug overdose in Florida in 1984, aged 28. However, there was another terrible tragedy in the family before the Kennedy brothers became well known in the American political scene. John and Robert's older brother, Joseph, died on August 12, 1944, in the skies over England at the age of just 29. It was a death that changed the direction of the Kennedy family's history and inspired John to run for the presidency. Joseph Kennedy Jr., a son of ambition. The political success of John F. Kennedy and his brother Robert was largely due to the influence of their father, Joseph Kennedy Sr., a millionaire banker and tycoon who set high aspirations for his children and instilled in them a level of extreme competitiveness. The main competition within the family was between Joseph Patrick Kennedy Jr. and John F. Kennedy, the 2 oldest boys out of his 9 children. According to John F. Kennedy, a biography, Joseph Sr. initially expected Joseph Jr., who earned renown in his school years thanks to his athleticism, to be the first to enter politics and public service. However, John F. Kennedy, who had health issues as a child, competed academically with his brother and was accepted to Harvard University, where his father and elder brother had previously attended. The 2 brothers also maintained their sibling rivalry as World War II became a reality, with both men entering the U.S. Naval Reserve and Joseph Jr. becoming an aviator in 1942. A wartime rivalry. It may be shocking to think that young men like Joseph Kennedy Jr. considered the war as a way to achieve personal glory in light of the horrific legacy of World War II that are still on plain display. The Kennedys, however, had a lot of ambition and were highly competitive. The first of the Kennedys to distinguish himself as a war hero was the future president, John, who, after the boat he was captaining in the Pacific sank following a collision with a Japanese destroyer, played a vital role in saving the lives of his shipwrecked crew. John was honored with multiple medals for his bravery and featured in numerous national publications that aimed to inspire the public with stories of American bravery. According to Vanity Fair, the popularity and adulation of his younger brother apparently frustrated Joseph. He had already taken part in a number of combat missions by 1944, earning him the right to discharge from the military and return to the United States. However, it would appear that John's wartime bravery was a factor in his decision to join up for yet another dangerous mission. The fateful Operation Aphrodite. Operation Aphrodite was the codename of a mission that was both experimental and extremely dangerous, undertaken to combat underground Nazi ballistic missile bunkers that had been installed under the earth on the French shores. The bunkers were pointed at central London, where their rockets were causing horrendous damage and many deaths. With the bunkers impervious to traditional bombings, military leaders hatched a plan to fill outdated aircraft with explosives, which would then be guided to their targets by radio control. This was the mission that Joseph Kennedy Jr. volunteered for. He was to pilot one of the aging planes during takeoff, then eject as he handed the plane over to radio control. Moments before Kennedy and his copilot were due to eject from the explosive-filled plane, something ignited the volatile cargo, destroying the plane instantly and killing both Joseph and his co-pilot. Joseph's passing was a great blow to the Kennedy family. After Joseph Jr.'s death, John F. Kennedy became the family's chief future political hope. But Joseph Kennedy wasn't the only one of that generation of the Kennedy family to lose his life in the 1940s. His younger sister, Kathleen, died in a plane crash in 1948 at the age of 28, one of four of Joseph Kennedy Sr.'s children to die young in tragic circumstances.